There is a famous sloka in Sanskrit, Asatama Satyamitam Soma Jyotirgamay. Take me, my Lord, from untruth to truth and from ignorance, darkness to light. And it goes on further. Most important is this: my Lord, help me transcend this darkness and take me into this realm of light. But Babuji Maharaj differs from this sloka. He says the real condition is far beyond light as well as darkness. He says also it is beyond qualities and non-qualities. It is beyond unity and dualities. It is beyond all these opposites. Something that words fail to describe the ultimate condition. I like this word Khuda. Babuji says it's a self-explanatory words. Khuda, jo khud aaya, wo khud aaya. But what more? Jo khud hi ko kho baitha wo khuda. One who loses oneself completely and replaces oneself automatically, the highest will descend. The same thing happens just about the 11th and 12th chakra during our journey. When we are just about to transcend 11th and entering 12th, the condition of Prabhutva remains. Prabhutva means lordship. We are as if engulfed by the Lord Himself. And this condition comes only when individuality is dropped or sublimated. Our practice is geared towards all these things. But more and more we practice, more and more doses of stillness and tranquility and peace are injected in our heart. We become greedier more and more towards the worldly affairs, where we are supposed to drop all our mental attachments. We go on increasing them, unfortunately. We are supposed to break our connections at a mental level with the worldly affairs. Babuji Maharaj says, we ought to fly with both the wings, just like a bird, making use of the material and spiritual wing of our existence. But material world should be led in such a way that we remain unaffected. The bonds should appear as if it is cut. But it is not happening like that. We are becoming more and more, I think, cemented with these bonds. Instead of transcending and accepting the life as it comes our way, we start desiring more and more comfortable things against or in comparison to the peaceful state within us. Anything that makes us feel inconvenient. Oh, I have to sit for so many hours, I have to meditate, I have to do my cleaning, I have to read books, I have to attend bandaras, I have to stand in the lines. Then I think you have to think many times about your position with Sahajmark. How many of us can say, I have truly accepted my external circumstances? Forget the inner circumstances. I'm just talking external. So we have a long way to go. It has become quite fancy for our people to criticize some sannyasis who come to our way, come to our path sometimes to give a talk. Some of our abhyasis attack them, that you are a sannyasi, you are leading an unbalanced life. Theoretically, maybe yes. But think about yourself. You are a grihastha man or woman, trying to lead a grihastha life. Babuji puts a very good condition that make sure that you are leading a life of grihastha without attachment, as if you're leading a life of a trustee. Are we able to do that? But more and more we proceed on spiritual path, I think our hold on material life seems to be increasing more and more. The next step is about the surrender. How will surrender come about when the desires are playing havoc in our lives? Tranquility, fine. Peaceful state of mind and heart, wonderful. After each meditation, we all enjoy that. But what do we do with this peaceful state of mind? Please think about this. We have to make use of these new conditions that we earn each time and work with it. Only when we work with this inner condition, the new state will come the very same day. We don't have to even wait for the next meditation. So please become very serious about the practice and think about the second line of the prayer, which highlights everything. We are yet but slaves of wishes. Highlight them and offer it to Master. Please help me get out of this. You have to really offer this prayer in an authentic way, with a lot of sincerity. It must be done. Don't do it in your sleepy state. It is like promising your friend, I love you, with a lot of ignorance and with a lot of darkness in your head, when you really don't mean it. When you are offering prayer to God, Thou art the only God and power. Are you hallucinating or what? Have you made Him the only God and power? Or there are many other avenues for satisfaction and desires? Let's begin with them. Highlight them. Don't try to, let us say, in the beginning, fight with them and get rid of them. No, don't fight with them. At least highlight them and understand that these desires are blocking my progress. That's all. Just highlight and recognize these desires and see how easily the next step opens up. But we don't want to face these desires. Often, when solutions are offered, for example, constant remembrance of Master removes a lot of obstacles from our path. But the very solution becomes a problem for us. We don't want to adopt that also under certain circumstances. When you want to do the wrong thing and suddenly the thought of Master comes, you say, not now, let me do this. You become even more adamant about it. So constant remembrance should be filled with a lot of love. As such, remembrance is also there of people whom we dislike. Remembrance of God or the Master should not be of that category. One must melt, and in this melting, in this sublimation, when we create a vacuum of such a sort that this physical universe becomes too small for our consciousness to be held. When this physical universe will become too small for our consciousness, it will automatically enter the next dimension, and then the next, and then the next. But inner vacuum is a must. Inner vacuum will be created with lesser and lesser of desires. So, second line of our mission prayer is a perfect solution to arrive at the highest. Use it wisely. And don't try to match the inner peace with outer comfort. Most of the time, outer comfort works against us. For example, when I have to wake up in the morning and meditate, who wants to leave that comfort? But the moment you get out of this comfort zone, the very next step you will be taking will be evolutionary step. Open your eyes, get out, take a shower, and meditate. If you feel like sleeping again, go back to sleep. But meditation is a must. And only when we have done our meditation properly, the rightful condition will take us to real constant remembrance. Without meditation, there is no remembrance. Whom will you remember? And why? We remember because of the gift of spiritual condition, which is so profound. And you cannot get out of this spiritual condition. You become so grateful for having such a condition. And this gratefulness will be only in one direction, towards the Master, who has bestowed such a condition. But without the birth of such a condition, how can you remember? So meditation is a must. And in order to have a good meditation, bedtime prayer and evening cleaning are must. So it's a vicious cycle of our practice. Please don't skip any step out. You must practice diligently. You can skip your lunch, you can skip your breakfast, you can skip your dinner, but don't skip this.